Well, a special good evening to you wherever you are. Welcome, of course, to the DFA Technical Center. It's the venue for a very, very important match. Huge implications for the 2026 DFA Premier League. It's the playoff match. It's Connect 767, Quartz Redicast East Central, and they'll be up against Bath State. The winner moves on to the DFA Premier League for 2026. The loser, well, will spend a year in the Division 1 at least. My name is Gavin Richards. We'll be joined a little bit by Joseph Fadul. Going to be bringing you the live action here from the DFA Technical Center. Bath State in the green and yellow uniforms. East Central in their traditional white with green. And this is setting up to be quite the interesting encounter here tonight. Let's look at as to how we have arrived at this point. Connect 767 Quartz Redicast East Central finished in 9th place in the DFA Premier League. Just missing out on avoiding this relegation match. And Bath State, runners-up in the DFA Division 1 League, they were beaten by the Do It Center Mighty Avengers a few weekends ago. So we're down to this final match. Will it be Bath State or will it be Connect 767 Quartz Redicast East Central? It's a cool November night here at the DFA Technical Center. We have the odd passing cloud just giving us the sprinkle every now and then. But good weather for football. And let's see if we can go through the teams for this evening. Well, Bath State, we can let you know earlier on that they're without two players, two key guys who received red cards in the match against Do It Center Mighty Avengers. Of course, we're talking about Nikwan Benoit and Lampard, two key players in that Bath State midfield. And of course, a lot to be resting on the experience of Eustace Marshall, Anthony Frederick, Kerrick Walter. Will Bath State has enough firepower to overcome East Central? Or will we see the East Central team with the likes of Randolph Peltier, Nathan Newton overpower the Bath State team? So let's look at the 11 for the Bath State team. In goal, we have Sachin Thomas, Eustace Marshall, Eustace Phillip, Michael Theophile, Elijah Tudor, Montel James, Anthony Frederick, Kerrick Walter, William Moise, Jared Bonney, and of course, looks like Dylan Kalai is back after that lengthy suspension that he got for playing with DSFC. Very strange circumstance there. As I say, good evening to Joseph Fadul. What's going on?
Not much, Gavin. We are here to witness two Giants. Very crucial game, as you indicated. Someone will be going up. Who will be going up? We have 90 minutes and then some to see who is going up to the Premier League or who will stay in the Premier League. It's Coach Stanton versus Coach Joseph tonight. Both very experienced coaches, a number of years of experience and coaching under their belts. So tonight, it's do or die for one of them. It's been a struggling season for the East Central team. And this Bath State team has been hungry to come back up to the Premier Division. So let's see what's going to be happening.
Well, Bath State went undefeated in the Division 1 and they picked the wrong night to lose. They lost in the finals to the Do It Center Mighty Avengers. That's how they found themselves here tonight. East Central, after a bit of a slow start in the opening round, they sort of got some key points in round number 2, and one would have felt that they would have just been able to overtake, I think it was Point Michel towards the end there. But Point Michel themselves found form towards the back end of the season, picked up some crucial points when they needed to. So, will we see the former multiple-time champions, Bath State, making a return to the Premier League tonight? Or will it be East Central continuing to add to the teams from the East, played in Dominica's top flight of football? Man in the middle is Bernard Joseph. Whistle on the way. East Central and Bath State. Joseph Fadul, is over to you.
Taking first knock, East Central. Trying to push forward onto the line, not getting through. First touch out of bound. Interception completed. Bath State trying to play through to the middle. Spreads it right onto the winger, making chase. He's under a bit of pressure on the far end from the light. Tries to dance his way through. Gets intercepted. East Central coming through to the middle. Slight clearance. Bath State playing down through to the middle. Trying to push forward. Pushing forward. Tries a through. Doesn't quite get the completion on it. Interception. Back to Terrence. Terrence pushing forward. Gets through in the gap.
I think that might have gone out. Yes, signaled there by the assistant official on the far side. So we're already seeing early intentions there from East Central. We saw a short while ago Kerrick Walter with an attempted through ball for Montel James. Wasn't the best pass, but that's going to be a key battle in that midfield. If Kerrick Walter and Anthony Frederick can click tonight, I think they'll have just what it takes to keep Bath State in front.
And there you just spoke of that midfield, playing through into the wing on the right side.
We just have to see how crucial the 2 red cards, Lampard and Nikran Benoit, regular starters on the Bath State team, their absence tonight. Remember after the game, after the finals, the captain raised his concerns, the lack of discipline from the players, because yes, they were losing the game or would have lost the game, but they had to bear in mind that there was another game to come. And the players picked up their marching orders, and now they're missing tonight's game. It's a crucial game.
East Central trying to dance their way through, and the defensive line for Bath State holding strong. Montel looking for some assistance. Gets fouled.
Nudge in the back there, yes. And referee Joseph spotting it, Fadul.
I think Bath State will be more than happy with this particular possession. Finally able to push a bit more forward, taking their time. Anthony Frederick on the far end. Spreads it left and a bit of, not sure if that was miscommunication or not, a bit of just losing a bit of control, not being able to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, I think it was more poor control. He's caught there. I thought the whistle was going to go. Referee looks like he's playing advantage.
Frederick.
Manny, wake up the Manny!
So there will be some interesting talking points after the game, Fadul, because I know it's still very early. But you have, for example, the Bath State team with some players towards the back end of their careers, one would say. And if Bath State were to lose, the questions will start arising. Will these players be willing to spend another year in the Division 1, or will they look to part ways with the club and possibly find some greener pastures?
Well, Gavin, that of course will be up to the players. Everything will be a personal decision, but that's an extremely valid and a very strong point that you're raising as we attempt to see East Central pushing forward. A bit rich with the pass. Bath State will play from the back, long one forward into midfield. Was looking for Montel, didn't quite get to Montel in time. Dancing in through to the midfield, East Central.
To skip over that tackle there. I think Philip might have just been caught, but referee not blowing the whistle. East Central trying to create something, Fadu.
Yes, trying to create one, and that defensive line for Buffalo State was just waiting for him, and they're attempting a quick counter in front to the middle. It's a 2 versus 1, and he had to give way to that, Gavin. But East Central attempting the counter on the left wing, trying to dance his way through. Finally gets into the penalty area, pushing through. Held on to possession a bit too long, Gavin. I'll put a question mark on that with a tone.
Which was also good defensive work there from Eustace Marshall, who could have easily gone to ground, but stood up, held his ground, and took a last touch off the East Central player.
The last touch of Christoph Harris. He's been the man on the left side pushing forward.
And Jesse Carrick Walter sort of marshalling the troops in the midfield for Buffalo State. A former national player, former champion as well at the local level, will have won titles at Exodus FC. And Exodus won that lone Premier League title a few years ago.
Buffalo State recycling all the way back. Frederick not seeing the option that he wanted. Sends the ball out of play to the advantage of East Central.
Of course, early on this afternoon, I'm not sure if you had a look at the game, Fadu, but the goals were flowing like the Rosa River. Dominica going down. That's a chance, Fadu.
Good chance, and Montel James losing a bit of steam on that run.
So I was just saying that Dominica went down heavily to Jamaica. CONCACAF Women's World Cup qualifiers. Lovely ball, trying to find Randolph Peltier. Peltier being asked to go inside.
Harris to Peltier. Peltier looking for options, gets denied. Duran recycles back. Down to Harris again on the left side. Trying to squeeze his way through. Dante's pass one. He's under a bit of pressure. Sends it through to the middle. Salads through to him. But they hold on. East Central in through to the middle. Looking for the shot. He's looking for the gap. And that defensive line holds up. But that shot. And the first attempt going completely aerial by East Central. But they seem to be knocking on the door very early against this Buffalo State team. East Central attempting to turn through Harris. Harris looking for options in front to the middle. Doesn't quite get the option, and they call no call by the referee. And Buffalo State will not be able to take advantage of that very quick counter. In fact, 2 men down, 1 in the penalty area, 1 off the penalty area. Gavin.
Well, two penalty shouts for East Central. The first one looks like, the referee probably had it spot on. The second one, though, looked like there was some sort of contact, and the player went down. And I think maybe, just maybe, East Central will have something to make some noise about. We heard Stanton surfing below us just a little while ago, Joseph. Not too happy with that decision.
Well, Buffalo State will be happy with that decision. Montel recycling back. Slides through.
So we just haven't seen Buffalo State being able to string some passes through. We haven't seen Anthony Frederick, Kelly Walter sort of impose themselves on this game. It's been East Central, one would say, if the ascendancy, but here comes the break, Fadu.
Montel on the right wing. Takes his time. Looks for options. Hovers one into the middle. Header! into the goalkeeper. And the first chance by the number
But that was Carlisle, Dylan Carlisle.
Carlisle.
I think he had to do a lot better that effort because he was unmarked and I just couldn't put the header into the right place. Here comes another chance.
Corner coming in. Ball still in play. Get some clearance.
It's gone out for a goal kick. So Buffett State with their first real raid on the East Central goal. But as I was saying, Fadul, a little earlier on, we saw Dominica going down 18-0 to Jamaica.
We want to say that this is the women's,
Yes,
not the men's.
Yeah. Real tough day for the women's national team. Jamaica recording their biggest margin of victory in their history.
Harris pushing forward, plays it in through to the middle, gets one through, dances his way, and gets a bit of clearance. The Buffett State team.
Just haven't seen Randolph Pelty sort of been able to hold on to these passes that he's been receiving from Harris. Has been getting the service, but he's a touch, not
polishing.
Yes.
Putting the final touch onto it. I'm not sure if it's jitters from the Buffett State side tonight, but we have seen Buffett State definitely play a bit more assertive in the games that they've played before, especially very early on in terms of the time. Harris again, attempting to push through. Buffett State drives one through to the middle, gets intercepted, and East Central clamping that down.
Ball in the back of East Central, and they look to sort of try to find that gap, find that space. Error pass, Fadul.
Error pass. Frederick holds it onto the line, attempting to drive through, slides one in, and gets intercepted. The East Central defensive line waiting for him, sends one long forward to Harris, doesn't quite get to Harris.
Yes, Fadul just saw a while ago with Frederick just showing the quality that he possesses. Almost found a Kellogg Walter there with that lovely football. As you can see, it's going to be another throw-in for Buffett State.
Good string of passes. Frederick dancing his way. Holds on to possession. Chance for them on the far end to try to get the ball as close to goal as possible. Frederick, long one into the penalty area. Get some clearance. Oh, a mistake. And a corrected mistake right now.
One thing I love about the East Central team so far, Fadul, is their composure on the ball at the back. But as I was saying, that looks like I've put the commentator's curse on them. They seem quite comfortable in possession. I know we have one of the key supporters for East Central missing in action tonight. Our good buddy Kenneth. I know he's watching on the stream. I think Fadul, he might have just been a bit too scared to come tonight. What do you think?
I will not put any. When next time we speak to Kenneth, we will find out exactly what happened. But we hope that Kenneth is okay tonight. That's what we hope.
I hope the next time we speak to him, we'll be speaking to him as a Premier League side, and not a Division 1 side. I think Camilo might have to put some, as that effort there just goes wide, I think Camilo might have to put some, set some guidelines in terms of his production crew.
Okay.
Some qualifications, you understand? if you're not a Premier League, what do you call it? If your club is the club that you're supporting is not in the Premier League.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
yes. But you know, we do have to give the Division One their chance as well too. Eh? So,
But to be fair, Kenneth has shown his willingness that he's looking for a transfer. Guy saw him in a Southeast jersey the other day.
ah, I guess we really have to ask Camilo. Camilo, what's going on here? Like how Signal Band would say.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's just a little inside joke. Of course, Kenneth, part of the production crew here at Stream Genius. Shot comes in from distance, and Sashin watches that one. Sail wide.
And we're hearing right now, we're now starting to see a bit more Coach Stanton being as vocal as how we have seen him for the Premier League season. You know, Coach Stanton is a very vocal coach.
I'm seeing the arrival of Coulson Benjamin, the assistant coach for the Bath State team.
Harris attempts to dance his way. And this Bath State defense is really holding up. Playing through to the middle, looking for Montel. Slides one through to Montel. It's going to be a long one on the right side. Montel looking for some options inside. Slides it inside. Doesn't quite get through.
Montel was looking for the pullback. And wasn't right on the same thinking with some of his teammates. I think he might have been better off trying to just try to flash that ball across the face of goal. Newton. Again, Eustace Marshall, strong in defense for the Bath State team.
Frederick, asking Frederick to get into position. Frederick again. Swings it to Montel on the right. Montel. High one. Easy scoop up for the keeper, Gavin.
Yeah, well, the player on the far side looks like Eustace Phillip was lucky not to have had a foul call at him. The goalkeeper was in firm possession of the ball and a needless bump onto the keeper. You know, these are the sort of things that can lead to foolish yellow cards. Can come back and haunt you in the back end of the game.
Well, I suspect his brakes may need some shaving down. His pads may need some changing to have a bit quicker stop, Gavin. Bath State trying to play down through to the middle. Try to get through.
And he was caught there, not spotted by the referee. And the ball's gone out, throwing for East Central. So I think the referee might have just missed that one. We can hear Coach Stanton surfing quite animated on the sideline. I think the pressure is starting to settle in now because remember, this is a very big game. The winner moves on to the Premier League. Loser goes down to the Division 1.
Bath State. Frederick holds on. Trying to push through. Doesn't quite get the through. Chance for Bath State to try to go deep into the penalty area. Chooses not to. Good one through. East Central on the right side. Dancing his way. He's under a bit of pressure and the referee blows the whistle for the foul.
And that's the experience from Randolph Felty. He made the run, and as soon as he felt the contact, went down. And he's won a free kick for East Central in a very promising position, Fadu.
Once, of course, you can take advantage of it, calculate it, and technically put it through, Buffett State could see themselves in some early turmoil against East Central. Something East Central will be very happy with as we await the whistle from referee Vernon.
Stepping up, looks like it's Nathan Newton and Randolph Pelty. Pelty seems to be taking ownership, so could we see something special from Randolph Pelty?
Peltier. Shot on.
And forced the goalkeeper into a brilliant save, Dev, with Randolph Pelty. It's going to be a corner kick, Joseph.
First corner of the game. Good save by the goalkeeper. Sacrificing a corner nonetheless, but at least no goal. Another chance for East Central on the far end. You see a number of options defensively for Buffett State. Keeps it low to their disadvantage.
Well, that was a poor corner kick, because you want to try to ensure that you always beat the first defender, and didn't quite do so. And you always want to try to make sure you capitalize on the set pieces, these sort of opportunities, sort of freebies to give you an opportunity to score. In the game this tight, you just never know. On the far side, trying to go through the aerial route. So I think maybe Fabio East Central might probably want to sort of utilize that midfield a bit more.
Well, they have been trying to, but not as much. I think they're maybe finally realizing how they can use it a bit more effectively. Like how we are seeing now, attempting to play down through to the middle. They're trying, Gavin, and they're testing the waters of the midfield.
Well, another throw in for East Central. Beautiful ricochet there. Looks like Buffett State might just be able to clear the lines. No, it's Randolph Pelty. It's like Moise got a foot into that one, but
diversion left, beats one, beats two, into the center. Harris goes long. He was just looking for the flat of his right foot, the inside foot, just to tap it in, Gavin.
Yeah, we can see the pressure started to really build up on the Buffett State team. East Central has really forced them back. So very defensive shape, Buffett State. So a lot of defending to do past few minutes.
I mean, Gavin, correct me if I'm wrong, but so far in the games that we've seen Buffett State play, I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is based on my observation. I think this has probably been the heaviest Buffett State has had to play defensively.
Yeah, I think they're really looking a little bit slow compared to what we saw when they were in the Division 1. But you also have to remember it's a different kettle of fish. This is a Premier League side, albeit not the best Premier League side, but the quality you would expect it to be a little bit higher than what Buffett State would have been used to in the Division 1. And we also have to bear in mind too that Buffett State are missing some key players who had suspension.
Nonetheless, despite the suspension, Gavin, they have been able to so far hold up against this Premier League East Central team. Harris into the middle again. Doesn't have the control. Montel.
This is a chance for East Central. For Buffett State, sorry.
Has to reverse back a bit. No foul call. And again, East Central taking advantage of that midfield that you spoke of. Even if it's defensive midfield, but taking advantage of it a bit more, Gavin.
You see what we're seeing. what's sort of happening is that Buffett they're sitting so deep that whenever they do get a chance to play the ball forward, there's not much support. So just like a while ago, we saw um, Montel James making that sort of run, he had no options and he had to try to play it back. And even by then, the midfield hadn't caught up with the play. So I'm not sure as to how Michael Joseph, the coach, will sort of make some adjustments. Buffett just seemed to be just a little slow. And just as I'm saying that,
yes.
you can hear it from the assistant coach, Coulson Benjamin, saying that you need to pick up the steps, guys. They're moving a bit too slow.
Gavin, you called it literally on point. East Central will get proceedings back for us, just shy of the penalty. Clearance.
Out again for another throw-in. So you can just look at it. You can take a look at the field. Buffett basically has everyone but Montel James back defending. So Montel James is the only outlet on the right side. For when Buffett do win back the ball. Shot came there and the deflection took it out. Unfortunately for a corner kick for Buffett State. These sort of deflections can go anywhere for Fadu.
Well, this time we hope, it will be hoped that they will learn from the very last corner, which was a rather poor corner. Corner a bit better. At least getting this time, Gavin, past the first defender.
Yeah, but there's also good defensive work there from Buffett State as well, because put the striker on a little bit of pressure, not allowing him that sort of clean run and clean head at goal.
Another one.
And that's poor. That's gone out for a goal kick. So you're seeing East Central being a little bit wasteful with their set piece opportunities. Mr. Phillip on the far side. Even he has struggled to sort of get into the game so far. Good run forward with Walters. Almost got that through. And it's gone out for another throw-in. Just a few spectators here tonight. I'm sure the numbers will probably build up through the course of the night, but you also have an eye on the weather as well. I think that might have just kept a few people away from the technical center. Free kick, Fadu, for Buffett State.
On the far end, to their advantage. Close but not as promising as it probably should be. Yet another set piece for them. Let's see how they will play this one.
Well, that's a golden opportunity for Buffett State because they haven't been their best in open football so far tonight. So if they can manage to steal a goal, one would say, against the run of play off the set piece, maybe this could set them going.
There's one option in the keeper's area. Everybody else is in the penalty area, Gavin. Gets one in.
That one was whipped in by Frederick, but just couldn't clear the defense.
Central holding on to the line. Sprinting run.
Goalkeeper not taking any chances there. Playing that one into touch. These are what the sort of pressure moments can bring. So this game hasn't quite opened as we would have expected it to. one looks like it's gone out again, so another goal kick. 0-0 here at the DFA Technical Center.
Montel James, you said earlier on, almost playing a solo mission. Of course, was the only one forward. In fact, now reverting down through midfield. Tries to get it through to Frederick. Frederick tries to get through, still holds on to it. They're looking for the penalty, not getting it.
Good call from the official. Yes, there was some minimal contact, but I think Anthony Frederick might have made the most out of it. I'm sure the Buffalo State fans beg to differ with my analysis, but I think Frederick went down a bit too easy. Trying to knock it around the Buffalo State Fadul. They need to sort of get East Central sort of chasing the ball, sort of, you know, moving out of position, because East Central has really held a good defensive shield at back four. And looks like they have like 3 midfielders sitting a bit deep.
Gavin, you can definitely see a difference in the pedigree. Again, that defense that you just spoke of, East Central holding Buffalo State down. And again, the midfield.
Yeah, just again hearing the assistant coach, Colton Benjamin, just commenting that Buffalo State team just played a little too slow. It's like they haven't gotten out of first gear yet for the night. I don't know how, you know, the coach can sort of wake them up, sort of. But I also think Fado, maybe because of the magnitude of this game, it seemed probably the Buffalo State team not probably wanting to make any errors.
Well, let's see whether or not this will be an error. Harris into the penalty area, taking his time, dancing past one, waiting for some support. Drifts left.
And for a moment there, I thought that one might have just sneaked in, but Sachin, the goalkeeper for Buffalo State, had to have his near post covered. I think he got down in time. Had that shot been on target, but spectators' goal inside netting. Again, another chance for East Central.
Another opportunity. Montel.
You can already see some activity on the bench for the Buffalo State team. I'm not sure if the coach is looking at making some early substitutions or maybe just part of the routine to keep the players warm. There's only 2 players are warming up out of the 6 or 8 guys on the bench. So just maybe the coach could be playing a sort of psychological game with the players on the field. You can look at the players who are warming up.
Montel gets one through.
Well, the flag's gone up. Yeah, clearly offside.
Flag.
Clearly offside. That's a good decision there. Didn't quite time his run.
What could have been the first real bit of attacking danger from Buffalo State to East Central. Unfortunately, catching himself offside, Gavin. Something that you really have to be careful with. I think they heard, the coach is saying, time to wake up, but I think the wake up was just a little bit too early when he was making the run. East Central game.
The referee's really allowing a lot tonight, because it looked like that was a firm challenge into the back there. Thought he probably would have given the foul. Now in the sort of physical play. But giving it away, Fadu.
Buffalo State looking for the through, doesn't quite get it. East Central with interception completed. Playing right, recycling back slightly, driving through, looking for some options. Hovers one into the penalty area, no one there to collect. Get some clearance, looking for the gap.
Oh, that was a good step in there, but it's still dangerous for East Central. Oh, and it's pushed and the referee's pointing to the spot. Penalty for East Central.
Nilbert Thomas with the drive on the left side. Gets a touch in his back. And we could be seeing goal number 1 in a few seconds for East Central.
Yeah, poor defending there from Buffalo State. And whenever you have hands on the player and you give a nudge, 9 out of 10 times the player is going to go down and give the referee a decision to make. And the referee Joseph spot on there. It's a chance now for East Central to take the lead. And down the middle, yes, it goes in. East Central, they've gone up 1-0 here, Joseph.
Nathan Newton put in the tip into East Central's favor. First goal coming in.
And this, as you can see, the Buffalo State team, just look at the body language. Fadul, like we said, they haven't really gotten into this game yet. Now they really have to get into this game. As he's looking to try to spot the keeper offline, it goes in! What a goal from midfield! An error from the goalkeeper! An error of monumental proportions! A goal out of nothing! And it's 1-1.
Montel James answers back Gavin almost immediately. What a brilliant aerial from midfield from Montel James. And Gavin, Coach Stanton thought he had the advantage comfortably. But Coach Joseph's side is saying, game is on.
Fadul, I can tell you, if Buffalo State go on to win this game, this will be a major talking point for weeks to come. A goal from literally off the kickoff caught the goalkeeper just a bit. I wouldn't say off he wasn't off his line per se, but he just made a mess of it. It was a simple ball to catch.
And with this energy, they will be looking to capitalize. Anthony Frederick with a second attempt.
And I think that strike there from Montel James might have just woken up the beast in Buffalo State, because they're probably realizing now that the goalkeeper is a bit suspect. Oh, we're seeing some substitutions already. So Buffalo State making a change in the first half.
Stariel Serafin.
So it's Giovanni George who's coming in for Buffalo State. Surprising move there from Michael Joseph. Not often that you make a change in the first half unless there's sort of injury, but Michael Theophil, the player being substituted off. But what George will give Buffalo State is another threat up front. Going to be a free kick for Buffalo State.
For East Central.
Sorry, for East Central. Getting my bearings wrong.
I think you're still riding off the adrenaline of that goal.
I believe so as well.
So keeps it short. Bafe State coming with the quick counter. Number of options for them inside. Montel, right foot, and he scores! Montel with that beautiful right foot, Gavin, doubling up for Bafe State right now.
But it's the second goal for Montel Jordan, and again, a goal of errors from East Central. That was a bad free kick in the first place, given straight to Kerrick Walter. He made an amazing run going straight down, found Montel on the right side, and Montel made the most of it, slotted it past the goalkeeper, and just like that, Bafe State have woken up and they've taken the lead after going a goal down.
Well, you were asking about the beast, Gavin, and I think the beast has definitely woken up. And things are really have shaken up right now. Anthony Frederick pushing forward, looking for some options. He's under a bit of pressure and goes down. Anthony Frederick is fouled. Not against him, but
he's won the free kick.
Yes.
But Fadul, I think he was a bit guilty of holding on to the ball for a bit too long, because then again it was, I think, Montel again on the right side, making another run. But still a good position for Bafe State. We've already seen that the goalkeeper looks a bit suspect. So a shot on target could just pose a problem. Montel could be looking at a first half hat-trick, Fadul.
A three-man wall. Let's see if it'll be effective. Shot on. And a save just barely, Gavin.
Where we saw that one swirling through the air and the goalkeeper had to watch it. Was able to get a fist onto it, or a palm I should say, and got it over the crossbar. But another corner kick. And more defending for East Central to do.
Heavy into the keeper's area. Montel. And he pushes it way over Gavin.
Well, as it stands, Fadul, with the scoreline at 2-1, it looks like Bafe State will be the 10th club in the Premier League for next season. And East Central will only have themselves to blame for this sort of situation. 2 errors leading to goals.
Central attempting a counter. Slides one in. Doesn't get through.
It's gone up for another throw-in, and again, Fadul, football can be so cruel at times. If you've been watching the game from the beginning, you know one would have probably been expecting East Central to be in front. They had a better possession, more opportunities on goal, more play, I should say, in the final third, but didn't take their chances. And we know the old saying, once you don't take your chances, you'll pay.
Another interception. Montel attempting to make a run for it.
Well, the keeper was a bit late in coming out. You can see that the defender was making room. Bit of a bad pass there from Bafe State. Presents an opportunity for East Central.
Clearance. Frederick slowing down proceedings. Recycles back onto the line.
Kendrick Walter was open in acres of space in the midfield. Didn't find him. Actually, they attempted a diagonal for George. Good turn. Bafe State now being afforded some time on the ball, Fadul.
Trying to string those passes in between those East Central players.
Throw in for East Central. PLT was just looking to skip pass. That shot's way off target.
2-1 in favor of Buffett State. Coach Michael Joseph definitely happy, especially after the initial start. Very slow start by Buffett State. And I suspect, Gavin, that the substitution which was made definitely woke something up, because we saw from the time the substitution was made, a bit of change in energy and attitude took place. So halftime, Gavin.
Yes, halftime. And what we have to talk about is 2 goals from Montel James. The difference here, as the Buffett State will walk into the halftime break for 2-1 advantage. Therefore, Newton got the lone goal for East Central of the penalty spot. 45 minutes for East Central to sort of pull things back together. Otherwise, they'll be in Division 1 football for next season. Let's see how things will unfold. Halftime break. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
Yeah, boy, I can't wait to see who that win today, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now? What are really going on there now, boy? What the game now, boy? Boy, I swear to the other game, boy. But where everybody now, boy? Boy, where everybody now?
Oh, they moved the game to another date, bro. Don't be like Mister. Follow the Dominica Football Association on all social media platforms to stay updated.
Boy, hey, how long I waiting for that game there, boy? I can't wait to see who that win today, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now? What are really going on there now, boy? What the game now, boy? Boy, I swear to the other game, boy. But where everybody now, boy? Boy, where everybody now?
Oh, they moved the game to another date, bro. Don't be like Mister. Follow the Dominica Football Association on all social media platforms to stay updated.
Boy, hey, how long I waiting for that game there, boy? I can't wait to see who that win today, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now? What are really going on there now, boy? What the game now, boy? Boy, I swear to the other game, eh, boy. But where everybody now, boy? Boy, where everybody now?
Oh, they movie game to another date, bro. Don't be like Mister. Follow the Dominica Football Association on all social media platforms to stay updated.
Boy, hey, wow, long I waiting for that game there, boy. I can't wait to see who that win today, there, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now? What are really going on there now, boy? What the game now, boy? Boy, I swear to the other game, eh, boy. But where everybody now, boy? Boy, where everybody now?
Oh, they movie game to another date, bro. Don't be like Mister. Follow the Dominica Football Association on all social media platforms to stay updated.
Boy, hey, wow, long I waiting for that game there, boy. I can't wait to see who that win today, there, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now? What are really going on there now, boy? What the game now, boy? Boy, I swear to the other game, eh, boy. But where everybody now, boy? Boy, where everybody now?
Oh, they movie game to another date, bro. Don't be like Mister. Follow the Dominica Football Association on all social media platforms to stay updated.
Boy, hey, wow, long I waiting for that game there, boy. I can't wait to see who that win today, there, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now? What are really going on there now, boy? What the game now, boy? Boy, I swear to the other game, eh, boy. But where everybody now, boy? Boy, where everybody now?
Oh, they movie game to another date, bro. Don't be like Mister. Follow the Dominica Football Association on all social media platforms to stay updated.
Boy, hey, wow, long I waiting for that game there, boy. I can't wait to see who that win today, there, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now? What are really going on there now, boy? What the game now, boy? Boy, I swear to the other game, eh, boy. But where everybody now, boy? Boy, where everybody now?
Oh, they movie game to another date, bro. Don't be like Mister. Follow the Dominica Football Association on all social media platforms to stay updated.
Boy, hey, wow, long I waiting for that game there, boy. I can't wait to see who that win today, there, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now? What are really going on there now, boy? What the game now, boy? Boy, I swear to the other game, eh, boy. But where everybody now, boy? Boy, where everybody now?
Oh, they movie game to another date, bro. Don't be like Mister. Follow the Dominica Football Association on all social media platforms to stay updated.
Boy, hey, wow, long I waiting for that game there, boy. I can't wait to see who that win today, there, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now? What are really going on there now, boy? What the game now, boy? Boy, I swear to the other game, eh, boy. But where everybody now, boy? Boy, where everybody now?
Oh, they movie game to another date, bro. Don't be like Mister. Follow the Dominica Football Association on all social media platforms to stay updated.
Boy, hey, wow, long I waiting for that game there, boy. I can't wait to see who that win today, there, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now? What are really going on there now, boy? What the game now, boy? Boy, I swear to the other game, eh, boy. But where everybody now, boy? Boy, where everybody now?
Oh, they movie game to another date, bro. Don't be like Mister. Follow the Dominica Football Association on all social media platforms to stay updated.
Boy, hey, wow, long I waiting for that game there, boy. I can't wait to see who that win today there, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now? What are really going on there now, boy? What the game now, boy? Boy, I swear to the other game, boy. But where everybody now, boy? Boy, where everybody now?
Oh, they movie game to another date, bro. Don't be like Mister. Follow the Dominica Football Association on all social media platforms to stay updated.
Boy, hey, wow, long I waiting for that game there, boy. I can't wait to see who that win today there, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now? What are really going on there now, boy? What the game now, boy? Boy, I swear to the other game, boy. But where everybody now, boy? Boy, where everybody now?
Oh, they movie game to another date, bro. Don't be like Mister. Follow the Dominica Football Association on all social media platforms to stay updated.
Boy, hey, wow, long I waiting for that game there, boy. I can't wait to see who that win today there, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now? What are really going on there now, boy? What the game now, boy? Boy, I swear to the other game, boy. But where everybody now, boy? Boy, where everybody now?
Oh, they movie game to another date, bro. Don't be like Mister. Follow the Dominica Football Association on all social media platforms to stay updated.
Boy, hey, wow, long I waiting for that game there, boy. I can't wait to see who that win today there, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now? What are really going on there now, boy? What the game now, boy? Boy, I swear to the other game, boy. But where everybody now, boy? Boy, where everybody now?
Oh, they movie game to another date, bro. Be like Mister. Follow the Dominica Football Association on all social media platforms to stay updated.
Boy, hey, wow, long I waiting for that game there, boy. I can't wait to see who that win today there, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now? What are really going on there now, boy? What the game now, boy? Boy, I swear to the other game, boy. But where everybody now, boy? Boy, where everybody now?
Oh, they movie game to another date, bro. Don't be like Mister. Follow the Dominica Football Association on all social media platforms to stay updated.
Boy, hey, wow, long I waiting for that game there, boy. I can't wait to see who that win today there, boy. Yeah, boy, but what happened in there now?
Will be devoted to First Division. Stay tuned for more action right here at the DFA Technical Center.
Again, pressing their luck as we're back on the way. Second half action is Buffer State and East Central. Buffer State 2, East Central 1. We saw just a few moments ago Buffer State getting a goal. A chance again. Takes it in. The goalkeeper goes in. It's a 3-1. Anthony Frederick makes it 3. Buffer State sailing into the Premier League right now.
And a very early statement from Anthony Frederick, putting Baffa State in what so far looks like a very, very, very comfortable hands on the win. And a promotion looks inside to the Premier League for Bafe State. And I'm sure Coach Michael Joseph is very, very, very happy. Still early, Gavin. But what is always said, goals are what win the games. And it's looking good so far for Bafe State.
I think the first goal that Bafe State got, that goalkeeping error, I think that really turned the match around. And essentially have not just been able to recover from that. Deservedly, they got onto the score sheet first, thanks to Nathan Newton in the first half. And, you know, generally they were the better team up until that point. And then just never recovered from that error. And for the benefit of the viewers who are just tuning in, of course, we're referring to East Central scoring. And literally seconds after, right off the kickoff, a long effort from Montel James was fumbled by the goalkeeper and went in. Montel James scoring from half line. And ever since, it's been all Bafe State. 3-1, Joseph.
Well, Frederick falling back to defensive mode. And I thought the referee would have played the advantage, seeing that Bafe State was already in possession.
So as it stands, it looks like the run for East Central in the Premier League will come to an end. And we will see the return of Bafe State. Of course, as if the scores stay as is, there's still a lot of time. But as you know, Fadul, once you're down goals, it means you have to take more risk. You have to expose yourself more at the back. And that can sort of lead to you conceding some more goals. So next few minutes will be very interesting here at the DFA Technical Center.
I think Bafe State, Gavin, will definitely want to see if they can put at least one more. And they'll probably try to want to do that as soon as possible to really put themselves in a much comfortable position.
The goalkeeper not making any mess there. I think she's going to pull it back for a foul. I was about to say, you know, that bus ride back to Castle Bruce and Environs might be a very long one for the East Central team. And here's Coach Stanton Seraphin just trying his best to sort of motivate the guys, get them going. What a turn of fortunes. Remember at the start of the game, it was the other way around.
Yes.
It was Michael Joseph trying to rally his troops.
From the very slow start of Bafe State, you've definitely seen a different energy coming from them. That energy pushing, trying to push forward. Ball kept in play.
Well, the best thing that Bafe State could have gotten was that goal very, very early in the second half. So that would have sort of put them in the driver's seat.
East Central attempting with a counter, an interception.
Late whistle. The referee's going to pull things back, Fadul.
East Central will be happy with the pullback. Graham looking to probably fashion one through the air. Header. And Sashin comfortably takes that one, puts it under control.
Yes, hoping to find Montel with that through their distribution, not just on target. Step in there from Bafe State, lost it again. The chance. Randolph Pelty. And nothing doing. Bafe State defense standing tall, Fadul.
Very much so. The lead player, Randolph Peltier, not sure if throughout this season he's seen the kind of pressure that this Buffalo State team has put on this East Central team, but he has just felt it as he has been feeling for the entire game. Shots. And again, Buffalo State defense holds up.
So East Central trying again to create something like we saw in the first half, really dominant in the final third, or I should say had a lot of possession in the final third, but we're just not able to capitalize.
Very similar, trying to finalize it in the final third, as they've been trying to do for the past 3 or so minutes. Gets one through. Takes his time, dances past one. Shot in front to the middle.
Ooh, that was a big chance there for East Central. Ball was just behind the on-rushing attackers, but here they come again, Fadu.
Coming through again. And the back line holds up for Buffalo State. Dances his way, playing through to the middle. Long one forward, Montel, and the offside flag goes up.
That's some good work though from Kerrick Walter. Wiggling himself out of trouble. They had 3 defenders on him. Managed to make the change. As speaking of changes, we're seeing East Central making some changes. Starl Surfing is coming in. No Starl Surfing can be very influential in that midfield on his day. Very good number 10. And also coming in is Kenroy Dura.
Central trying to slide one through.
Now, Fadula, at the start of the game, remember we were making reference to the Buffalo State team and the fact that if they had lost the game, if they will be able to hold on to their players for the next season. Now we're in a situation, if East Central in a losing position, and if the rules of the DFA, if you get relegated, you're stuck in that division for a year.
So that means none of the players are able to move.
They're able to move within the division. But they cannot move to teams in the Premier League. So
that means that if they are going to move, they're attempting on the right side and they will take a corner. So Gavin, if they are able to move, they will only be able to move within First Division.
First Division. So I want to say good evening to Kieran Charles, the former Harlem coach, former assistant coach at the national level. I use former because he's currently undergoing some big vibes with his B Mentorship Foundation program, making some changes in the lives of the young people. Just last week we saw the foundation, with the efforts of some other stakeholders, they were able to give some football boots to the Tarish Academy, Tarish United Academy, and boots from Adidas. So
yes,
quality stuff, Fadu. Big vibes.
Quality stuff from a quality gentleman, and we say thanks to him, and of course we do hope that he is able to continue the contributions that he has seemed to have started in a different manner, Gavin.
Yeah, I think that B more mentorship foundation, something I think needs to get a lot more airtime, a lot more recognition as well. It's not just in football where the foundation is making some changes. I know they've been to Chances, they've been to in Operation Youth Quick as well. They're just going around helping young people. So when we have these sort of positive things, Fadu, we have to sort of encourage them.
From a throw into a corner. Pieces on the chessboard are setting themselves between penalty and the goalkeeper's area. Into it. Scores! Beautiful header from that corner. And Bab stamped yet another goal in their favor. Giovanni George, the number 13, for Gavin in favor of Bafe State.
Yeah, poor man marking there from East Central. That's allowing Giovanni that sort of run and got the glancing head onto it. And well, the fat lady's singing Fadu. Bafe State well on their way into the Premier League. It's a 4-1 advantage, a 3-goal lead.
Well, Gavin, I'm not exactly sure what Coach Joseph told his team, but it definitely seems to be working. Bafe State coming through. Frederick pushing in through to the middle. Back to Frederick. Gets an interception. Down the line again. Giovanni dances past one. Interception completed. Holds on to it. Montel looking to sprint. And Montel just a bit rich with that touch. East Central coming with a quick counter on the far end. Dances his way past one on the left side. Now into the penalty area. Hovers one in. Header! It's altitude! And goalkeeper Sashin gets his knuckle into the air. Last touch of the East Central player.
Fadu sort of seeing East Central now with their backs against the wall. Basically, nothing to lose at this point. Have to go sort of all-out attack. They've got to find 3 goals, and they have time running out on their end.
Well, not just 3 goals, Gavin, but in fact 4 goals, and you have to be able to keep the lead. East Central.
Well, I think they will need at least 3 to sort of force extra time. So 3 to get themselves back into the game, and then they can think of the winner. For we've seen Bafe State with 4 unanswered goals since East Central took the lead. A lead which lasted maybe under 15 seconds. And again, we have to make reference to that sort of error from the goalkeeper, from which East Central has not recovered, Fadu. And I think that error might have just sort of broken the confidence down, because remember, East Central had to work very hard to get that goal, and then to suddenly lose it within seconds. I think just mentally that might have impacted them. And it's always said that you're most vulnerable once you score, right after you score.
East Central will be happy with the possession. Tries to dance his way through. 2-on-1. In fact, 3-on-1. Slides his way through. And Bafe State will take back possession.
At this point, I think Coach Joseph will just have a look around to see how he can sort of shore up things defensively. Don't want to let East Central back into the game.
Gavin, you really have to ask at this time, and especially with the play, the way how Buffett State is playing, you have to admit as well that Buffett State, realizing that they are in a very comfortable lead at this time, whether they're in a comfortable lead and they've slowed down the plays, Gavin. They definitely have slowed down. You know, you really have to wonder, what can East Central do in order to recover? What tricks, what plays, what technical...
Well, right now for Buffett State, it's all about game management.
Yes. Which they have been doing. They have started to do it.
You want to sort of make it very difficult for East Central to get any sort of momentum. So you see, like as we see right now, the ball is out. You sort of take your time to get it back into play. You're not going to be in any rush to invite any pressure on yourself. And Buffett State will also be mindful that East Central will be pushing a lot of bodies, committing a number of bodies. I'm not too sure what exactly Coach Stanton is complaining about.
He does. His team does have the advantage, in fact, possession. Okay. Looking to slide one through. Then a bit of pressure. Plays it into the middle. Holds on. Looking for Montel. Buffett State recycling all the way back.
He held on to that ball just a little bit too long, and that's what I meant by that. Put the team under some pressure. That's something that sort of is plaguing our football. Fadul, the speed of play. We find players tend to hold on to the ball just a little bit too long.
One forward. Giovanni. Oh, it's in the air. And oh! Saved by the crossbar. He attempted to push it back in and it deflected again, Gavin. Montel James.
He's won the free kick. That was a good effort though from Giovanni James. Saw the goalkeeper coming out. Got a sort of a chip. Got it over the keeper. Took a bounce, and a fortunate bounce if you're an East Central fan, off the crossbar. And then more luck for the East Central team, as there was an opportunity for Buffett State to really hammer that goal. The goalkeeper was nowhere to be seen. But fortunately, East Central were able to get some players back on the goal line. But another opportunity to test the goalkeeper, Fadul.
Earlier on, you described it in a very promising position, and you did so rightfully. Frederick hovers one in, gets into the wall.
Appeals on the sideline for a handball. I'm not too sure that was anywhere close to the hands. More defending for
East Central.
And just like I told you a few moments ago, you can see Buffett State in no rush to get the ball back into play. Even if they're the ones who seem to be a little bit of the more attacking position.
Oh, what an opportunity. He was trying to slide it in.
Yeah, the angle was always against him. Yes. Would have had to beat the goalkeeper on his near post. That was Eustace Phillip. Buffett State will be very happy with the result right now. One hand on a return to the Premier League, and it's a firm grip as well.
Montel being very careful not to catch himself off. Oh, I was just about to say it. He did actually look Gavin before he made the run, and he just still slightly caught himself offside.
So I want to do a lot better than that, especially when you have the entire line to look at. So apart from the penalty which Buffett conceded, generally the defense has done quite well.
One through, he's central, Dancy's pass, shots! And it's wide.
And just a reminder that this game is not quite yet over. Randolph Peltier with an opportunity. Tried his best to create some space. Good defending again from Buffett State. Forced him again where the angle would have been against him. It's gone out for a goal kick.
See the number of options for Buffett State forward. Frederick. Making sure. Montel making the run. Dances. And it's clearance. Buffett State do hold on to possession.
Well, I'm not too sure what exactly is going on in the East Central team, because Anthony Frederick was allowed a lot of space and a lot of time on that ball. And that's something you can't give to a player of his quality. I mean, look at how he was able to thread that pass there from Montel James. Not too sure if East Central might have probably just thrown in the white flag.
Frederick with a flick. And the offside flag again.
So you can just see that Frederick is just starting to get himself into this game with his little flicks.
Giovanni just sort of slacking a little bit on the defense for Buffett State.
The Raiders, our time is running out for East Central. They're down.
Someone forward.
It's not on target. And again, what this presents is more time for Buffett State to just sort of take this thing out of the game. You can just look at it. Goalkeeper sashing in, no rush at all. I think the referee might have to be a bit mindful as to what's going on. Obvious delay tactics there from the Buffett State team. Referee just spotting something there, Faru. Free kick for East Central.
Question is starting to come into play whether or not this Buffett State team is sort of starting to slip into a bit of complacency, Gavin, because East Central has been coming back steadily.
Buffett State can ill afford that at this time. You want to sort of close out the deal. You've done the good job. You've done all of the hard work. So now it's just time for the finishing touches. Delivery into the box. And signal from the goalkeeper, or from the assistant official, sorry, it's goal kick.
Substitution happening at this time. So the number 4, Mikael Laura, and the number 16, Kurt Stout, are coming in for East Central. And as much as the coaching staff has been telling their players to make the run and push forward for Baffin State, a sense of comfort is settling in.
Actually, Fado, I think I just overheard the coach, Michael Joseph, just instructing Kerrick Walter to sort of take a sitting role with Kalai. So Dylan Kalai. So I find that Baffin State might be just a little change in shape and tactics as well. Well, one back, Fabi.
East Central finally getting good distance, sends it right back down. East Central playing it into the middle. Long one forward.
Oh, that was a good ball, good attempt there from Star and Seraphim. But the goalkeeper, Sachin, was very quick to get off his lines and had to do so as well.
And some tensions on the field. Referee Vernon just calming things down.
Well, the referee and the assistant referee having a discussion. I'm not sure what sort of action they're going to be taking.
They are ready. Baffin State missing two key players. At this point, even if they are at an advantage, Gavin, they cannot afford to miss any more players being removed.
The officials, looks like he's heading to his pocket. Let's see what the decision is going to be. Yellow cards. Not too sure exactly who. And yellow cards as well to Baffin State. So some players will be walking some tight ropes.
Well, Eustace Phillippe, I believe, is the one who got the yellow card. And he took the yellow card without any argument. In fact, after he took the yellow card, Gavin actually shaking the hand of the referee. So at least from his point of view, things have died down.
Well, I didn't quite catch the incident because it was an off-the-ball incident. But just from the reaction from the coaching staff, as there's a player seems to be down for Baffin State. No, it doesn't look so. But from the reaction from the coaching staff, I thought that, or they might have felt that, a red card might have been coming their way. So.
Gavin, again, Baffin State being much slower ball into play.
Well, this time they have reason to be slow because, like I've been saying for the past few minutes, there's no need for them to be sort of taking any risks. Right now, the game plan has to be to slow down the game as much as possible, frustrate the other team, and just see out the win. 4-1, that's a comfortable scoreline.
Good intercept.
Heavy challenge. And player is down for Baffin State.
Montel gets one through. Clearance coming in. Baffin State, long one into the penalty area. Reverts back. Christoph tried the turn.
Christoph seems to be struggling. He has caught a few moments ago and It's looking quite walking or running, I should say, quite gingerly.
But he was down for at least 90 seconds. Gavin came back up with a slight limp. Central playing their way across the line, trying to wiggle their way through the gap. Good take by Bath State. Interception completed. Looking for some options, pushing forward. Montel dancing his way into midfield, and East Central taking advantage. Giovanni. Montel with him pushing forward. Montel not making the run. I suspect Montel realized if he did make the run, he would have caught himself offside, Gavin.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. But also, too, you want to give the official a choice to make. But you never know when that flag might just stay down. Like we always say, you play to the whistle. Eric Walter has been having a very good game so far. Yes, Montel James will get the spotlight for the 2 goals. Walter has really pulled the strings. We've also seen some good work from Eustace Marshall and Elijah Tulo at the back. So this year we're going to be seeing 2 teams from the Division 1 in the Premier League. Dewitt Center Mighty Avengers, who won the Division 1 championship. And they will be joined by Bath State if the scorelines remain the same.
Time still on the clock. Chance for East Central to maybe climb their way. Maybe, of course.
And the 2 teams coming up means that 2 teams are going down. East Central, we're watching tonight, and then DSFC, what a real rough introduction in their first season in the Premier League for them.
They never were able to sort of, climb their way out of the cellar positions.
I think for the East Central team, we'll get back to that because it's an attack for Bath State, Fadul.
Pushing forward. He has some assistant. Montel. Will he cross it to Montel? Yes, he does! Montel! Oh! Montel having a direct opportunity literally in the face of goal just to tap it in with his left foot and just making
I think
a waste of it, Gavin.
The defender did enough to put him off, but I think there was also some contact there. The Bath State players were sort of appealing for a penalty. And with the ball going out and being awarded as a goal kick, it means that there was no contact on the ball from East Central. So I think a valid claim for a penalty.
East Central trying to play it in through to the middle. Decides not.
All right, so into the final 10 there or so minutes in this encounter. Time running out for East Central. They have 10 minutes to get 3 goals. 3 goals will draw things level with 4 extra time. Can they get one back here? It's a set piece, a corner kick, Fadu.
East Central into the box. Header.
Another chance just going wide there.
For East Central. We've seen for the last few kickoffs for Bath State. Goalkeeper Sachin has relieved that duty.
Ooh, Randolph Peltier was muscled off that ball by Eustace Marshall.
Giovanni pushing onto the line. He's under a bit of pressure.
It's a throw in for Bath State, and you can just look at the tactics. In no rush at all. Walter just walking at his own pace.
Again, East Central almost giving away possession. And we can hear the coaching staff of Bath State saying 10 more minutes to Premier. Rightfully so, as it currently stands. Central playing on the line. Slides one through. And sacrifices a corner.
I think also too what might have just been haunting East Central would have been the lack of competitive football for the past few months, because since we've seen the conclusion of the Premier League, East Central would have played just one game, and that would have been in their President's Cup, which was also, you know, a while back. So yes, they probably would have had some time for training and whatnot, but nothing beats gameplay, nothing beats match time. And East Central didn't get much of that for the past few months, whereas Bath State would have been coming into this match on the heels of a long campaign in the Division 1 competition, and then also the round of 16 and the playoffs and whatnot.
Yep.
So just some talking points, but I'm sure that Coach Stanton, Seraphim, would not want to make that as an excuse.
East Central trying to dance his way. Goes on, looking for the gap.
Well, another attempt there. Had goalkeeper, I think he had it covered. But again, another chance for East Central.
East Central comes through. Quick save by Sachin.
Finds Frederick. Hard pass from Eli. But Marshall sweeping there, covering up for his teammate.
A corner for East Central.
Can East Central pull one back and then sort of complete the miracle?
Covers one, keeps it low. Finally getting some clearance. Montel taking his time.
That was a good touch, because Montel would have been possibly one-on-one with the goalkeeper had he gotten through. Essential to the credit, not giving up, still trying to see if they can sort of get themselves back into this game. He's won, and I think he'll go into the referee's book
Yes.
for that challenge, Fadu.
Clear pulling.
Free kick for Buffet State, and again more. For them to take some seconds off the clock.
I understand they want to take the seconds off, but at the same time, they don't want to invite any more pressure where they would be forced into a defensive mode as we've seen them for quite some time. Maybe over the past 5 to 7 minutes, Buffet State has been basically in defense, defending.
Have a little stoppage as Buffet State sets up for another free kick. So they're just really taking the sting out of this game right now. And the Christmas breeze coming across the field. Ball into the box. And I think he's given a corner.
Well, this time the pressure has been reversed.
So 4-1 the scoreline as Buffet State setting up for another corner kick. Maybe a fifth one for good measure.
So as we wind down the clock, Gavin, you and I have always been given the responsibility, or the announcers have always been given the responsibility of the man of the match. We're going to be deciding that very soon. So another corner for Buffet State. Another clearance. Third one about to come into play.
Well, there are two candidates for the man of the match. But I think for my choice would be for that goal from midfield. And the overall threat that he possessed on the right wing. My man of the match goes to Montel James.
I'm in total agreement with you. No argument, no contention, Gavin. As it stands, Montel James will hold the title of man of the match.
So there's winding down here at the DFA Technical Center. It's Buffet State 4, East Central 1. It was a bit nervy for Buffet State at the start, but turned out to be a comfortable win in the end. Albeit East Central maybe could have themselves to blame for 2 of the goals. The equalizer and the go-ahead goal of some errors. And they just never really recovered. As the heavens are opening here at the Technical Center. That's the final whistle, Fadu.
And that's the final whistle. In fact, referee Vernon not giving any additional time, probably just a few seconds in this 4-1 encounter. As we say congratulations to the Buffet State team as they have advanced. They have advanced and they've returned to the Premier League. Coach Ready Cash has been demoted. And that's the game tonight. Man of the match tonight goes to Montel James. And of course, congratulations once again to the Bath State team. That's it from us at the Stock Farm Technical Center. Thank you for joining us. And of course, we say good night on behalf of Gavin Richards. My name is Joseph Fadul and a wonderful team of Stream Genius. Thank you for joining us tonight from the Stock Farm Technical Center. Thanks again, guys. Good night.